Hello again, friends and fans. Raptor here, and welcome back to Farming Simulator 19. We're going to continue with the tutorials here just for the heck of it, and we're going to learn a little bit more about Farming Simulator and all the ways of farming. If you're not as familiar with farming as I am, or would like to learn more about the equipment and such, this is a fun way to get started quick and learn about some of the new equipment and the new features and such in Farming Simulator 19. We're going to look at crop protection today. We already looked at arable farming, so if you want to go ahead and jump back to that video and take a look at it, make sure you go ahead and check the channel for that one. And go ahead and click or tap that like button if you'd like to see more Farming Sim 19. Let's go ahead and get her up well past 1,000 likes for this wonderful game. Thanks as always for your support, folks. And of course, subscribe if you're new here. We're going to learn the basics of a weeder today, so we're going to learn to use a weeder and sprayer to help protect crops from invasive weeds. So let's get then to it without further ado. This is our second tutorial. Back to Ravenport as well, which is the map in the United States. That should be a pretty good time. New trees just don't pop up themselves. They need to be planted with a special planting machine. The shop can provide you with seeding pallets. Ah, yes, you can actually regrow trees in this game, which is really nice. If animals have water, food, and a clean stable, you can soon expect offspring, I think it said. Using a bale wrapper, you can turn grass bales into silage bales. Yes, there's so many different things to do in this game. I think they need more tutorials, actually, because sometimes there's so many things to do. If you haven't done them before in all the previous Farming Sim games, it's going to be all new to you. Boy, this tutorial's taking a bit to load. Hopefully it hops up here quick. There it goes. All right, let's start. Ah, tutorial. After sowing your crop, you'll see weeds start growing at the same time as the crop. If you leave it this way, the weeds will reduce the yield of your crop. You can remove weeds using a 1 weeder and 2 sprayer. Once the plants have sprouted, you can remove weeds by using a weeder in the early growth stages. Be careful that they don't grow too tall. Get in the tractor and attach the weight and the weeder. Ah, yes, so we've seen this before where we counter the weight of the attachment on the back with the weight in the front. And this tractor is the, what is this one here? Ah, yes, the turbo shift. Oh, this is my favorite. It is the turbo shift Nightbot Aerostar. Very nice. By Fent. Very nice. Or that's the Nightbot behind us. Yep. So we're going to grab our sewer weight. So yeah, that is the Nightbot Aerostar. Wow, look at that piece of equipment. You definitely don't want to get caught behind that thing. Alright, let's attach. Unfold the weeder and load it into the ground, then drive over the field to remove the weeds. Okay, that's simple enough. Alright, let's go. Actually, wait, we gotta unfold. Oh, this must be very wide. Ooh, look at that. Wow. That's quite a range. Alright, let's try to go very slow on this one. We want to make sure we don't miss any weeds. We'll probably start at about 5 miles per hour. There we go. Okay, let's lower and roll. And there she goes, taking out all the weeds. You can see the weeds because they're a very dark green color. So you can see what it removes behind the tractor. It's almost impossible to see if you know what you're, unless you know what you're looking for. Oh, there's a big weed there. Whew. Yeah, we don't want those weeds eating up any of our wonderful soil or our fertilizer, and especially drowning any crop that you're growing as well. All right, that's one pass. 5 is about a good speed for that. That's a pretty good speed. All right, I think I can see the next line, actually, right here. That looks about right. Nice. This is actually a very important thing to do for any farm field in order to increase the yield. Otherwise, you're not going to get much out of it. And that's something that used to have to be done and sorted by hand. Looks like we're missing a little bit on the side. It's my first time actually doing this that I can remember. And I believe this might... Is this a new feature in Farming Sim? I believe it may be. Although there are mods to add this before, this is a new base feature. And look at the nice narrow tires on this tractor, too. Otherwise, you'll get crop destruction if you don't choose a narrow tire. Unless you turn that off. You can always choose, of course, to modify it to do however you want. You can have full fertilize cycles if you want to, where you have to fertilize, I believe, 3 times, including the initial. Let's back up a little bit and straighten that out. Alright, hopefully with this last pass, we should be able to move on for a sprayer. And I still missed a little, but that's okay. It's definitely hard to see. I wonder if it's easier to see from the tractor. Oh, much easier to see in first person. Okay. That's much easier. You can see the line right there from the previous time. Boy, weeds just don't get any love, do they? We're just pulling them all out. Alright, we'll just have to get the little edge that we missed then on this side. Wow, look at how dirty this tractor is just by driving through about 3 passes. Does anyone here in the comment section, do you live on a farm? Do you guys do this in real life? Is this something you do on your farm? I'm assuming most farmers do this in order to increase the yield, but is this something you've done personally yourself, or you work a summer on a farm? We have several members in our community who are farmers who do this in real life and then love playing this game as well as many others. So it's really awesome to see people living farming in their real life and then doing it in the game. Good, now your crops have more room to grow and they won't have to compete with weeds for nutrients. Very good. Yep, that's a very important thing. Tutorial. Sometimes you might be late and the weeds have grown tall, so a weeder can't remove them. In this case, you'll need to use a sprayer and apply plant protection. Oh, interesting. And we have ourselves the wonderful case here, I believe. Oh yeah, 185 CVX Puma. That's a big boy. Looks like we have our herbicide here, and then also our weight on the front of it. What do the weeds look like when they're tall? Oh, is this... Oh, this must be the weeds here with all the little flowers. Oh, it's kind of pretty. Okay, well, let's get to it then. Oh, and our thing in the back here is the Hardy Mega. Look at that thing. Oh, this is going to be huge. Look at how this thing can unfold. Look at the detail on this game. All the valves and everything and the hoses. That's detail, man. That's what you're paying for when you get this game. Alright, let's get the ELGATO 1500. And then we'll back up and grab our Hardy Mega. For the sprayer, make sure to fill it with herbicide and unfold it. Then turn it on and drive over the field and spray the weeds. Okay. Go ahead and fill this up. Almost full. Lower right corner is what we're looking at there. Over 2,000. There we go. All right, let's unfold. I wonder if this actually gets rid of the weeds right away. Oh, look at that. The implement actually moves the grass around. Look at that. That is incredible. Oh, and this is... do we have to have it high or low? I'm assuming maybe high would be a good setting. Let's go ahead and slow down. I want to do this at about 5 miles an hour. I'm not very skilled yet. I'm just practicing. All right, there we go. Oh, look at that. It kills them immediately. Look at that. Oh, we actually have it high. Oh, that is so cool. Look at how it actually pushes the plants aside. That is awesome. Those little details like that make all the difference in a game like this. That is amazing. I'm so glad I did these tutorials, because otherwise I'd have to wait forever to buy this equipment and actually, get enough yield to be able to do it myself. That is just astounding, folks. I love that. Now, what I don't love is actually driving on this hill here. Oh, boy. Got to be a little careful of our right side. Am I getting caught on something? I've picked this up as high as it can go. Are we getting caught on a branch over there? Must be the edge of the map. I think we can... we should probably fold this in while we're doing this. I wish we could half fold. There we go. All right, fold back out. Okay, that makes it a little easier. Some of the terrain here that they start you with is a little, I guess, not so flat. It's a little bumpy. So all those flowers basically just turn to like gray. And that's how you know you've got them. So much easier to remove tall weeds, but probably a lot more expensive because you have to buy the herbicide and the attachments as well, which I would assume this thing with all the hoses and equipment is a little more complicated than the weeder with the basically just the little spikes on it. But sometimes you can't make it in time, so it's cool to have both options at your disposal. Alright, perfect. The weeds have withered and will decompose, allowing your crops to grow faster. Alright. Wow. Well, that was simple and easy. Crop protection, another great way in Farming Sim 19 in order to I guess, increase your yield. Now, I remember doing that in Farming Sim 17, but 19 is just a whole step up. I want to do that on a bigger field. And in fact, some of the equipment that you can use for spraying is huge. Huge pieces of equipment that are just dedicated to spraying like that, especially with fertilizer, liquid fertilizer. I love that. All right, speaking of fertilizer, we're going to cover that in our next episode. I know these are short and sweet, but we're going to go through every one of these tutorials. There's not too many, but at least it lets us dive deeper into the game without having to, skip a lot of stuff and just learn a little bit more about the game. So next time, join me for learning how to fertilize your fields and get to the maximum yield. If you haven't already, make sure you go ahead and click or tap that like button to let me know you'd like to see more. There is so much to do in Farming Sim. We're going to cover it all. So welcome to all you new subscribers. And comment "wow" down below in the comment section, and I will heart your comment. And I will see you all next time. Thanks again, folks, for all your support, all your positive comments, and I hope you have a fantastic day. So again, remember, Farming Sim 19 is available November 20th, 2018 for PC, PS4, and Xbox. So make sure you check your local store wherever you get your games in order to check pricing on this one. Crazy Dinosaur Man out. I'll see you soon. Bye, everyone.